All right. Okay, so I'm recording. Everything is on. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. If you are new here, welcome, welcome. You are allowed to come on in, suss out the vibes. I just ask that you make sure you have your tea ready and that you get you a seat. And we're going to get into this. If you're cleaning and you just have me in your headphones or whatever, don't worry about it. I'm going to be reading the cards. So, with all of that being said, you clicked on this video and you've seen the title because today we are going to be getting into sorry, I said Vince McMahon and the allegations that has come up recently about him. Now, if you're someone who is like me, you pretty much should know about him. Like if you grew up on wrestling, you grew up in a house full of boys or something like that. You've heard of Vince McMahon. You've seen him on the WWE, WWF, Raw. What's that other? It's another one. It's C. I forget the other wrestling group it used to be back in the day, but I think it was like something like CVW or CFW. I think. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section below if you know. But he is like the man behind the scenes when it comes to the wrestling world. And recently some allegations has come up about him, or come out, I should say, about him, in regards to unfavorable workplace harassment. Uh, I would say mainly focused on his female wrestlers. I forget the young lady who came forward about. Let me like this. So, if you don't know, Vince McMahon has been all over the news because of recent allegations from one of his previous, I believe she's a prior or previous employee of his, who came out with some pretty disturbing things about him, actually, stating that he defecated on her head while doing a trio exercise with one of his cohorts. I want to say it was like a doctor, a physician, or something like that. And, you know, saying that he's being coming forward because of trafficking and harassment and all types of things. And now, if you've been in the wrestling world, if you've heard some of the other things, like I know for me, when I heard that he has so many wrestlers that have to come back to the WWE, WWF, I don't know what they call it now, to work, like Hulk Hogan, they come back to work because they have these. You think the music industry have trash contracts? You should look at a lot of these wrestlers. They don't have like health insurance, and it's on purpose. And it's pretty much like a monopoly on that whole ram, that industry. Essentially, you have to go through like Vince and his people or some board he sits on or something like that. I'm pretty sure they own like 90-95% of wrestling, if it's not 99%. So yeah, it's like he has unsavourable business practices. So of course I'm not surprised with someone who comes with that much power. The way things have been going, you have that much access to power and control. It's just, I don't know. It just seems like it corrupts people, and eventually you're going to hear something crazy. So I'm not surprised to hear these rumors. If you've seen Vince McMahon and how he's run things, some of the rumors that has come out about him, it shouldn't surprise you either. But some people are surprised. But nevertheless, I'm going to be doing this tarot reading on whether or not the allegations are true and if he is going to win this lawsuit because it seems like a lot of people are getting exposed. So, in Hollywood, and I'm just wondering if some people are going to be answering for their crimes because so far it doesn't seem like P. Diddy is really answering for his. Like, yeah, he's having to pay money, but he's not really having to pay for his crimes. So, I'm just wanting some kind of justice to finally be served. It doesn't seem to be getting served. Um, but with all of that being said, if you don't know what I mean by when I say I'm going to be doing a reading, you see me holding these cards, you see these cards, today I'm going to be using tarot, astrology, numerology, and several other things to kind of just get through this reading. Sometimes I'll be picking up on messages that's not actually coming through from the cards. It'll just be things that'll be dropping into my head. That's just kind of like how I read. Sorry if that's like something that is anxiety driven for you, but that's how it comes through for me. If tarot, divination, astrology, numerology is something that does not resonate with your spirit, now is your time, your moment to click off and find something else on YouTube. This is also your moment in time to click off if, because again, I am doing this intro before I'm even doing this reading. So it could potentially lead into something dark. If it is, I will leave a trigger warning in the description box, maybe leaving a comment down below if I remember. But I'll definitely put in the description box if there is something in here that could be triggering. So I don't want to trigger you anymore. If this is something that's too heavy for you, click off, go find something fun, light, breezy, something more in the realm of what your mood is in right now, because I don't want to disturb you any more than you need to be. However, if you're with if you're a heathen like me, if you really want to get into this and see what I get, make sure you read that statement along the bottom of the screen that states all statements made are alleged for entertainment purposes only. Okay. Do not believe a god darn thing I say. It will be better for you and for me legally. Okay. Do not believe anything I say. If you believe half of what I say, fine. If you believe everything I say, the onus is on you, because, as I always like to say, the power of discernment is the one power to rule them all. Okay. So, with that, let's get through this. I've been having an issue with my mic, but this time my audio may be really loud because I'm adjusting something to see if, I'm playing around with a couple of things. I have a pretty good mic. It's a pretty professional mic, but for some reason I noticed I kept hearing like audio peaks in it or whatnot, or like buzzing, but hopefully this fixes it, because I don't know until after I go, to a post edit, and then because I don't know until I go in to edit it, and then I'm hearing it, and I'm like, I didn't hear any of this when I was recording it, so apologies. But let's get into this thing. Let's get into it. See, here we have the Ten of Wands and the Knight of Swords that fell out. Something flipped over again. Okay. That fell out. Okay. So yeah, he's not going down without a fight. I'll tell you that. So what it's looking like, okay, King of Pentacles again to me, and to me with this King of Pentacles, it definitely reads abuse of power here to me, because typically the King of Pentacles is someone who is looking back on their legacy. They're trying to protect their legacy. They're like planning ahead. There's somebody who's like, I feel like almost up there with kind of like the King of Swords. They are very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very purposeful in the actions and things that they take. But with this being the King of Pentacles to me, and it's coming up in reverse, especially with him looking like that, and he's like holding and gripping his money in his hand. I don't know if you can really see that. It just reads like abuse of power to me, abuse of, or like exploitive. If I know you need money, I know you need some kind of fortune, you need some kind of contract. Okay, what are you willing to do for it? It just really reads like abuse of it just feels like not salacious, but again, the word is exploitive. It feels very exploitive. And then also here with the star, to me, this with this coming up in reverse, it just feels like, okay, people are actually starting to see you for who you are. I'm hearing kind of like being thrown under the bus too. I don't know why that's coming up. I don't know if it's like a thing of like, I hope he's not one of those people who's like, well, the person consented. It's what they wanted. Like, I would hope you wouldn't think somebody would want to be treated like that, you know? Um, yeah. But it feels like exposure in the very wrong sense. It is basically in, in, infamous. It's giving infamous energy. Then here with the Nine of Wands, yes, of course, I'm not going down without a fight because see here usually if it came up in reverse, it's like I'm tired of fighting, I'm ready to lay something down. It's too heavy of a burden for me to carry. But with this coming up in the upright, it's showing like no, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to work through this. What do I need to do? I'm ready to defend when I need to. I'm ready to be in offensive mode when I need to be. However, the underlying cards here we have is the Seven of Swords. So again, here comes kind of like that abusive contract manipulation coming up, and it's coming up in the upright. Is to me, it's like okay, well, who do I choose? What weapon do I choose to win this battle that I'm about to go into? Do I use emotional manipulation? Do I just go out being an asshole? Should I go to one of my higher ups, one of my friends in the back that can help me? You know, that's the energy that it's giving. But let's see here. Let's get some more explanation. So I believe it, even if it's not even if these allegations, everything she's saying about her isn't true, I think there's definitely been some exploitation and manipulation on the part of like contracts. And, you know, what are you willing to do if you really want it? Like, it just deprived behavior, which should let you know where I'm leaning with this. Okay, that's too many cards, Spirit. I just need one. Oh, wait, something did flip over in here. Okay, so he definitely has a weakness for beauty. Yeah, look at that beauty agency, Mother of Dawn, the emissary. Emissary, yeah. And so this came up in, oh, look at that, natural balance. Can you see that? It says natural balance, the hunts. What's that other one? Authority. So I think he doesn't like that he has to give up his position because of all of the fire that he's been bringing on, the big spotlight he's kind of shown on thing shown on this industry. And I don't know if any of you have been keeping up with it. I know I have, because just like marketing is just something that I'm always absorbing. But you know, they recently sold the WWE WWF, because I don't know what they call it now, to Netflix. They're going to be doing, it's not just going to be like it is. I think they were originally with NBC or Peacock or something like that. You could only see it then for like um the pay-per-views and all of that, or the regular televised matches. But now they're going to be doing it through Netflix. Netflix is starting to become like regular cable in a minute. But yes, with the ads and everything. So I wonder if this is just kind of like, I wonder if that's how he was trying to get out from um under it, is what I'm hearing. But a exit strategy. Let me get some a quick buck. I could probably still make money off of this, but I'm gonna step down. I'm not gonna be in the forefront anymore. I'll probably be in the back, but I won't be holding as powerful of a position as I once had. Okay, here's another card that's coming up in reverse, and it is Osiris. It speaks to commitment, acquisition, and responsibility. Yeah, I'm not trying to take. I'm I'm trying to get out of this. I'm not trying to hold any of this. I'm not trying to have any of it attached to me. What's the charge that I could take that's going to be the least amount of repercussions, where it's not going to be holding as much over me. And the underlying card, everyone, we have Nyx, secrets, subterfuge, vigilance. That sounds about freaking right. So yeah, I think he's not trying to have something else come out about this. I think this is kind of like the tip of the iceberg. I think there's something more to this, whether it's in regards to him or the people that are behind him. There's something more coming up here. Before I pull the archetype cards, because that's just going to be giving me any last messages, I want to see if he is going to have to answer. Is some justice actually going to be served? So let's see. Oh, okay. So I have two cards that flipped over in here. It's the Four of Cups in reverse, and then the Page of Cups in reverse as well. I'm going to set these to the side because they didn't actually come out. I just want to see. The Page of Pentacles did also flip over in my hand. Okay, and then we have the Ace of Wands. Ooh, it's a lot of aces here. Something feels weird about this. I don't know if this has ever happened. Like, I would need somebody who is, a lawyer or something to speak on this. But it feels like something like, of course, people are going to feel like he's guilty, or like he's going to be guilty in the court of public opinion, or he may even be guilty, with the jurors and everything. But there somehow is going to be like he's not going to have to really serve time, or it'll be something that's a really uphill battle, because of course he's going to have a hard time changing people's minds about him. And look at the underlying card in regards to his trial. Oh, we have the Emperor and the Hierophant. And then we also have the Page of Wands. And what else comes up? The Seven of Wands in the upright. He isn't married, is he? Like, I hope he isn't. Like, this man cannot be married the way he is behaving. This behavior that's been going on, he should. So I don't think he's the only one that's a part of this, and I think he's definitely trying to seek help from somebody else. Of course, he isn't the only one, because if you heard the accuser's story, she said that she was in a trio situation with him and a medical personnel. I'm not sure exactly. I don't remember, a physician or whatever. And so, of course, he's not the only one that's in it. And I think he's going to be trying to take a lot of people, not trying to take them down with him, but he's definitely going to be trying to go to, those who are even above him, maybe, to kind of like hide behind or get to help. Because this Emperor, this Hierophant, you have the King of Pentacles. I haven't seen any other kings come up. No. So he's the King of Pentacles. You have somebody that's also behind him that's the Emperor, and then you have the Hierophant as well. So he's not in control of this. Something, I think maybe it's somebody else that's kind of like, that may be nudging or backing the accuser. Like maybe she was going to tell on them, but he was like, hey, if you throw him out, then, I'll throw you some money or something like that. I don't know what kind of weird promise could have been made that would make somebody be like, okay, well, I'll forgive this accuser, but not that one. I don't know. But yeah, it feels like some shadow clone jutsu stuff going on here. Page of Wands. Some kind of message. Or it could be just somebody young that's gonna like blow the top off of it, that's gonna like seal his fate. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not getting a clear bead on how the outcome of his trial, but I do feel like it's gonna be a circus act. I would not be surprised if it goes the way of kind of like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's trial, where it was just like everywhere and people were talking about it for days on end. Like, yeah, I just feel like it's gonna be a lot that's gonna come out about that. Okay, let's see. Let's get into some of these archetypes, see what's coming up here with this energy. Mm-mm. Okay, beggar. I keep seeing this juror card that wants to come out, and that is so funny. I think that's what it said, or judge. I just seen JUR. I think that is juror. It was some orangey color card. Did I mix it down in here so I can't even show it? I want to make sure that's what it said. Could have been tripping. Maybe I just read it as juror, as in JUROR. Okay, what are these two? Okay, one more cards here. Additional information. Okay, here we go. So let's see. So of course we have beggar here, and this is dealing with the shadow attributes because it came up in reverse. And it says dependence on others to the exclusion of efforts. What did I say? He's going to be reaching out for help for those that was around him. The other card that came out was teacher, dealing with the light attributes, ability to communicate, knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. This isn't his first rodeo. I think I was saying something about that last time. He's ready to fight. This isn't his first time getting caught or called out about something. Then we have gambler. Again, it came up in reverse, so it's dealing with the shadow attributes, which says relying on luck rather than hard work. He knows the system. He knows the American system. What can I say? And then we also have Don Juan, which once again comes up in reverse. And it says, using the power of romantic attraction for private agendas. Those, doesn't that sound exactly like what he's being accused for? So I believe it. And then lastly, we have the alchemist dealing with light attributes, transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. Yeah. Somebody is definitely gambling on his future. I think he is definitely taking a risk. I don't think he realizes the uh, crap pile that he has stepped in, or somebody he has screwed over, or maybe they just like, hey, you know, the lesser of two evils is you rather than me. It is what it is. And I think he's going to go looking for help from these people. He's going to expect them to help him. They're going to tell him they're going to help him. And he's probably going to be screwed. Again, I still don't know the outcome. I'm not sure about the outcome of his trial. But I definitely think it's a lot of dirt. A lot of secrets are going to come out. Um, and I would not be surprised if he tries to flip it on somebody else once he realizes, like, I'm being played. Because especially if the allegations of the trafficking is true, um, of course, you know there's other players. Because who else are you traveling these people to? Of course, there's other players. Now, depending on how powerful these players are, think only Vince knows. Maybe a few people in that industry knows, but who's to say if he's gonna turn his back on them or not? But that's what I'm getting. I would say at the end of this, I don't really have a true beat on the trial. It just seems like it's going to get messy, of course, which I expect. I do believe the allegations are true, which is not surprising. I do think it is something bigger than that. It may blow the, if it, I don't know, it may be something like, can I say that a Epstein situation where it's like, oh, this person is connected and this person is connected? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to something like that, because there's a couple of powerful players, I think, involved in this for sure, whether the public knows of them by name or not. So yeah. So with all that being said, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. What is something that you probably picked up here that I overlooked? Because again, I'm trying to not read into these things before doing readings because I don't want that to color what I'm getting. So yeah, I try to just go into this as blind as possible. If you like this reading, give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more readings like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can see the next time I upload. And with that, I wish you all a great day or night, wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video.